The Welshman pulling up in the like Humvee is like the best thing ever. It's like it's not your personality and yet it is at the same time.
What do you mean? Big and tough like me.
We break.
Eddy's got a Dealey shirt.
Wait, it's what? It's big and tough like you?
Big and tough like me, yeah. Thanks, Phil.
So today we're visiting our really good friend Al Verschave at AVS Fabrication. We took over his old shop. He's got a much bigger shop now. All our stuff gets done here. All our major fabrication stuff for body work, frames, motor mounts. Al's the guy. He is Mr. Hot Rod, and he's been doing this his entire life. His dad's been doing this entire life. These guys are like the best in the industry. Let's go check out their new shop. So we're only about a mile away from Revolt Systems and his old shop, but there'll be a lot of similarities in here. Let's go take a look. Place is a maze. Check this place out. Hot rods everywhere, poppers everywhere. And just this pristine, beautiful shop. We got hydraulic press brakes that are all CNC behind us. Lasers coming. Hey Al, how's it going?
How you doing, man?
Hey, congratulations on the new shop.
I appreciate it.
We just upgraded too.
Big time. That's a good building.
I love that actually. The building's working out really well. Awesome. It's nice to be able to breathe again. Because we're in this little tiny area now, like I feel like we're like, wow, look at this massive place. And then I walk in here and go,
It's all relative.
never mind.
I was in that building for almost 9 years. It was really good to me.
So that's like 3,500 square feet over there?
Yeah.
And you're what, 13,000?
13,000 now.
13,000 square feet.
Yeah.
So
Much needed though.
a little bit of an upgrade.
Yeah.
So we got the Cord here today. Cord came back for a couple of small upgrades. Fred Waterfall over at Simple Green wanted some rocker panels installed, and I never do anything without Al. So what are we going to do with this thing?
So you were telling me that you wanted to do some rocker panels on here to cover up some battery boxes.
Yeah. So we got this rail that holds the battery box up to the bottom of the car. And when you're standing next to it, you can't really see it, but if you get a little bit lower, you kind of see the structure. So Fred wants that to disappear. So we're thinking about some sort of rocker there. And we do have like a weird compound bend. It's not just a 90-degree angle because this car tapers towards the front.
Yeah.
So you have to get creative a little bit on, and this guy, I mean, he can bend metal into anything. So that's why we're here. Is he wants the best work done, we bring it to Al.
Revolt's always good for bringing me some interesting projects. You don't see a 36 cord converted to electric, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty.
It's a pretty neat project.
Yeah. So what do we do with this thing?
So I think me and you were talking about earlier about attaching it to the bottom of the body and making a new flange. That way I don't disrupt the flange that you have that holds your batteries in place. And I'm going to make it to be a nice clean panel, give it some strengthening B-rolls per se, more of like a step die, but it won't take away from the car. It won't look too modern. But right now the rest of the car is very original looking. I'm going to make it sure it has that flavor.
And we're going to go black with that, kind of hide it.
I think the black would be probably good.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do is just kind of make this a little softer, so it's not just like a hard angle hitting you.
Hey, you guys did a great job on the install. This here just looks very late model.
Yeah.
The rest of the car is very vintage.
Yeah.
So it'll look good to have a nice panel on there.
Exactly. So kind of hide that, gives us more room to put some wires down. We got
Yep.
some cooling that we're putting in the back of the car. We are doing the battery cooling on this now, so that's kind of the new upgrade that we're doing to the vehicle. You're doing the rocker panels. And next month, we're going to give it back to the client, and this will be a finished 100% done car.
Nice.
Let's take a look around here.
Yeah, let's do it. So this is our what we call our fabrication room. So we've got projects that we had in the old shop, Dodge Charger, full Pro Touring build, the 1940 Willys. We did a full custom round tube chassis on it with a blown 392 Hemi. I do gas stuff as well.
Real gas stuff.
We got a 32 Ford Roadster Brookfield body, nice car. And we've also got this 67 Fastback with a fuel-injected Godzilla motor in it, full Roadster shop chassis. Your Mustang really sold me on the Roadster shop chassis.
They're great chassis.
Being EV, you can hear everything.
Yeah.
So when I rode in that car and I heard nothing, I'm like, wow, Roadster shop's really got a nice package.
Yeah.
And no, it's really nice.
They do good work. We love their chassis. Everything that we do now is Roadster shop. I have a client right now coming in with a Camaro.
It's
First thing I told him, like, perfect, stop, let's go get you a chassis.
yeah.
Get in line because they take a little while to get.
Yeah, they're backlog, but because I mean they're all handmade, TIG welded.
It's a great chassis.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time to make those.
But this is a real hot rod shop too. I mean,
Yeah.
this guy builds some amazing stuff. We met 5-6 years ago, somewhere around five.
Yeah, about 5 years ago now.
Yeah, he did the
Yeah.
Mustang for us, so the whole dock
Yeah.
starts. Look at some of this work this guy does.
Yeah.
I mean, get in here with this. Get some. Look at this. I mean, this is full tube chassis.
Full round tube chromoly chassis, Lenco shifted transmission. My past was I used to do a lot of drag race stuff, so a lot of Division III NHRA. That used to be my niche. And when I moved to California, because of the market here in Southern California, I turned into a hot rod builder. So I very rarely work on drag cars, but I will if the opportunity arises.
Yeah, and you've built some amazing. I mean, you just had that 32 go out to the Grandmaster Road Show.
Yep, it's actually here for maintenance. We can take a peek at that too.
Yeah, and that one, what,
Yeah.
second place?
Yeah.
Wow, that's an amazing car.
I appreciate it.
huge.
We're actually going back there again with 63 Ford Fairlane 500. So I look forward to seeing that with that.
That's gonna be awesome.
So this is our fab room. Over here, this section of the fab room I'm calling the manufacturing room. So these pads on the floor are gonna have our new 12 kilowatt fiber laser from Boater. That's due in Wednesday.
12 kilowatts. That's insane.
It'll cut up to 2 inch.
That's 2 inches
So
of steel.
anything you want cut, it'll do.
So we love having something this awesome so close by.
Yep.
So we could just laser. I could do like all my die stuff on my computer. Come out here, send you the file, and get it done.
If it's 8 o'clock at night on a Friday, I need this cut now. I'd be like, well, let me just cut it.
See what he said? So he just said that at 8 o'clock on a Friday I could call him, right?
I knew that was coming. I've done Bonneville with you.
It's good to have friends in very close places with neat tools. So he's got the biggest tool I've ever seen.
You called me a tool?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about your tool. This thing's what, 30 feet long, 15 feet wide?
31.5 foot long, roughly like 8.5 foot wide, and like 8 foot tall.
And right behind you is a CNC press brake.
It's our new Derma CNC press brake. So along with cutting comes bending. So they kind of come hand in hand. So
Correct.
you just need to have a press brake to accompany it.
So we have a lot of bus bar stuff that we do, especially for our new
Yeah,
batteries.
yeah.
And I want to hand you all that work too, because
Yeah.
you're nearby, you're close here, you can deburr, you can tumble stuff for us, get our copper bent the way we want it. And this is all done by a computer too. You
Really?
feed a piece of metal in here and it'll bend it to whatever specification is needed.
Really cheap shipping too.
Yeah, I can just go pick it up
2 minutes away.
at 8:30 at night on Friday.
That's right.
Go take a look at the rest of it.
So over here is our mechanical and assembly room. So we've got 2 post lifts with cars. This is an LS conversion we're doing for a customer in Encinitas. Got some maintenance on a 67 Nova. We're doing a rewire on this International Scout. We've got a full build that we're trying to finish up in our one assembly room here. It's a Cobra kit car for a customer down in PB.
That thing's gonna be wild.
Yeah, it's a pretty radical kit car.
Beautiful looking car as it is.
Yep.
Love the colors on it.
This is a car we built that Eddy was talking about earlier for the Grand National Roadshow Show. It sits here for some maintenance. And I'm basically the caretaker of this car. So.
Don't scratch it.
Exactly. That's why I'm the caretaker of the car.
Don't even set it on the ground, right? Just keep it levitated.
Yeah, put it on pillows.
Yeah, no, this car, I've watched Al build this car from the ground up. I mean, this thing is just flawless. Every detail on this car is perfect. The frame, it works as an intake plenum for the intake manifold. I mean, and then the twin turbos you got inside here. You have all the cooling up underneath where the gas tank used to be. I mean, the amount of detail in this car is absolutely insane. The hand painted dash, the wood. I mean, just
Sanding above the undersides of the fenders.
just insane. But this is a real hot rod shop. This guy builds real cars for amazing clients, and these things are absolutely stunning.
So we also have a paint and body shop room. So this is our spray booth. It was existing in the building when we moved in. We just gave it a little refurbishment.
Looks nice.
And over here is our like sanding and buffing area. When paint projects are done, they always need a place to be staged before it goes into the assembly or doing the color sanding buffing. So that's what basically this room is here. It keeps it clean. It's away from the metal dust, and it keeps the buffing compound dust away from the final assembly. So it's a nice good barrier or buffer room.
This thing's awesome.
Yeah, this thing's a monster too.
It's so big.
It's a very big booth.
We just gotta get rid of that center beam somehow.
I'm not. That's why I'm leaving the full booth full size. So this is where we do all the dust. I call it the dust room. So I built these, we put these two walls in. Actually, this wall is like, we put this wall in just to keep the dust from getting into the rest of the building. It's been doing a great job so far. I also added this overhead door. That way cars can pass in and out, but it still keeps the dust out. This is a project that I'm doing for a customer of Revolt. It's a 58 Corvette for Anthony Valentino. Super nice customer, super cool project. Full Art Morrison chassis. It's got a Revolt Systems motor in it. I mounted 16 Tesla cells in this car. Full custom fender wells, mini tub bit, custom roll cage. I mean, the list goes on and on about what we've done with this car. And like most projects, it's turning into a full build where we're doing the full paint, doing most of the assembly. The customer is going to put together his own battery assemblies, but we're going to do all the basic assembly of the car. So it'll be a nice long-term project. So this is our paint room, but I'm going to show you our parts storage because we actually do have an online parts catalog. We do full manufacturing in-house. But here's the guys enjoying lunch. Yeah, this is what you want to see.
Yeah.
But we're just walking through. Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Oh yeah, you can see the dirt already.
That's the nature of the base. The key is to just keep the shop clean, and once a week we vacuum it. But literally, it's a couple days.
Never going to be clean.
Yes, this is our shipping and receiving area. Our shipping and receiving area is up there by the front door. This is where we pack our parts, and this is for outbound orders. And then in these little rooms here is where we keep our clean part storage. So brand new inventory. That way it stays clean. So you kind of see there's some around the corner here. You see some, we got our engine covers, our drive-by-wire pedal brackets. I'm kind of running inventory low because I'm waiting for that new fiber laser to come. That way I can start cutting my own parts.
Why orange?
You know, that's a good question. And I finally found out the answer when I talked to Dominic, who used to have this building before me. He was doing a project for Lockheed Martin where natural light could not penetrate.
That's why. I was like, this is UV. This is a UV.
So that's why he put it, because he was worried about the natural light from this other room coming through the hallway and ruining the parts he was making.
It's just a film. You could peel it.
No, it's actually full
is it?
polycarbonate
Oh, no
that
kidding.
color.
Oh, that's why it feels plasticky.
Because I wish it was, because I was like, oh, let me just peel this
Yeah.
up. And I was like, no, it's solid.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And here is our conference room.
Look at that. You guys have stepped up in the world. They have a real conference room.
Yeah. Which is, it's really nice. I'm not going to lie.
You know, I'm going to come over here and use it. Just get the gavel out, start beating it.
I see this group of people. Who are those guys?
Doesn't matter. Cool. Beautiful facility. It's absolutely ginormous.
I appreciate it. It's actually, wait till you see the new one in 5
I'm just happy to be humble at your old place. So,
that building was really good building.
yeah, it's a big shoe to fill, though. I tell people, like, dude, a lot of really cool stuff came out of here. Let's keep the
You
momentum
guys
going.
will. You
Well,
guys
we
will.
have to keep
guys
the
will.
momentum going, though. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Thanks for
spot.
coming by.
Once again, this is AVS Fabrication. My really good friend Al. We've been doing this for 5 years.
Yeah.
We did
A lot of cool
Little
projects.
Giant. We did Tim Allen's car together.
Mustang, the Corvette.
Everything.
Now I'm working on the Cord a little bit.
Every car that I touch goes through you
Yeah,
somehow.
I'm always happy to help.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's really good to have, especially this level of person just right around the corner from us.
I appreciate
There's nothing that we can't throw at him and it doesn't come out 100% beautiful. Even like the center console of the dock, there's no Bondo or plastic in there. That's all metal.
I give it my best effort.
You do a great job. So guys, check out this guy's beautiful website, AVS Fabrication, and also he's on YouTube on AVS Motorsports.
Yes.
The stuff that he does with this crew here is absolutely mind-blowing. This is a real hot rodder, and it's a pleasure
I
to have you as
appreciate
a
it.
friend and also, a person in the professional career as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Check it out, guys. See ya.
Appreciate it.